So, doing Shakespeare. Samantha, what?
Doing Shakespeare.
Do you like speaking as an actor? Do you like sort of speaking Shakespearean English?
Yes, because it feels really nice on the tongue, the sort of poetic feel of things, and also learning lines is helpful.
Do you find
because
it's easier?
It's like music.
Do you find it's easier to learn?
Yes, 100%. Simply because it's like music. Because and when you repeat it so much so, like you can hear it in yourself when you're talking, and it feels really smooth. And when it's smooth, you know you're right.
And does it feel like English?
Does it feel like English?
Or does it feel like another language?
I don't know. I guess yes, it does feel like English, but also yes, it is another language. It feels like another language because it's not words we use today. It's not in our modern colloquialisms, and but yeah, no, I definitely love it. I definitely love speaking Shakespeare.
What about you?
Me? What about me?
About you, sort of doing Lady Macbeth's lines.
Yeah, I mean, I think like Shakespeare's language is so beautiful and so epic, and I think for like what the stories are about, the stakes of the plays, I think the language really supports that.
I agree. I think as well with Shakespeare, language it's beautiful storytelling. Yes, it's poetry and it is amazing language, but when you break that down and look at the sense of what Shakespeare's saying, it is amazing, remarkable, intricate, detailed storytelling.
And this is to all the actors. So is it easier to learn contemporary lines from contemporary plays, or is it easier to learn Shakespeare? That's just chucking that out.
Oh gosh, I think it depends. Like I think if the language is quite stichomythic, like in a lot of like contemporary plays, i.e. like small bitty lines, then it's easier to learn. But if it's kind of like vast swathes of like monologues, then I think it can be harder. But generally speaking, I would say contemporary text is easier to learn than classical text.
I think agree, but I think actually Shakespeare for me sticks in the long term for longer because I think of the rhythm. But I think because you spend a lot of time making sense of it as well, you really understand and embody the language.
Emily, you watched a staggered run of Macbeth, staggered in the sense of a broken up run. How did the mix of language, the contemporary, that sort of clever intertwining,
very clever, really clever,
almost really intelligent, like the best,
so
profound,
much,
profound,
so much
so,
so much so that GCSE students quote contemporary thinking it's Shakespeare.
I think that's a really nice mixture in that sometimes it slips between so in an interwoven way that you're suddenly like, oh, that's Shakespeare, and now I have moments of being like, wait, was that in the Shakespeare text? Because it interchanges so much. But then I also really appreciate the moments where it's a full, maybe a little bit more complex Shakespeare interaction, and then just when you're like, oh, there's a break, and it's just all explained in real language, and that's...
So quick test, Emily.
No.
Quick test. I'm going to name a phrase, you've got to tell me, is this Shakespeare?
Okay, yeah.
The boy done good. Is that Shakespeare or is that us?
I'm not giving anything away.
I would say that's definitely just us, but I think it's
Good. What about this one? Second
one.
No. This is because they all know.
No, don't put for me. I'm not involved.
The second one is this a dagger? What I see before me. There's a clever mixing there. Which is the contemporary word in that sense?
What?
Well done.
Oh, yes, I passed my GCSEs.
Yeah. Anyway, onwards and upwards. What are we doing? We've got to rehearse. Let's go.
Rehearse.
Let's go.